Management of Federal Airport Authority (FAAN) has commenced demolition of illegal building on the land belonging to the airport around Ajao Estate in Lagos. Many of these buildings were erected on the canal built to control flood in and around the airport. Galaxy News correspondent Labi Joseph sent in this report. A delegation led by the Managing Director, Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Captain Rabiu Yadudu, were on the scene assessment of the area where illegal buildings were demolished. Addressing newsmen at the office of the MDFAAN headquarters, Muritala Mohammed Airport, Captain Yadudu said a pre-notice was served to the encroachers before the authority embarked on the demolition exercise. He said the move is to safeguard the perimeters of the airport as well as lives of the people.
They already solicited for their support and they agreed and they are offering it. Faan does the oversight, we monitor, we do surveillance, and when we are not there, they also do the same. But it is a matter or a case of actual direct and willful disregard for the rule of law, disregard for authority. This is what created it. Secondly, which means they are already doing it for us. Number two, Faan has regular patrols in those areas. And number three, we are going to now quickly re-erect and protect the fencing. And lastly, we have already procured a kind of radar surveillance system, automatic, that zooms around 360 and has a span of a radius of about 8 kilometers, which means way beyond the airport itself. And it can spot anything in the night as big as a rabbit moving. It's thermal infrared based. We spent the last 3 years processing, and I think right now it is already on the high seas for Lagos and Abuja. It will zoom 360. If it detects any movement, it will automatically lock on and follow that movement until the controller disengages it.
Speaking on the recent picketing of the airport by Nigeria Labour Congress, Captain Yadudu said organized labour needs to consider consequences of disrupting air transport operation. More so, the reason for the agitation was not committed at Lagos Airport. He said at this stage, picketing should not be an approach for settlement of disputes.
In one of our airports, and that is MMA, I think I will start by saying, of course, it's very disappointing. Especially given the fact that the NLC, in clear disregard, with impunity, announced their intention. I have a copy of the letter. They wrote that their people should come and picket Lagos Airport. No flight should go to Owerri because their people were embarrassed by Imo State government. Now that is just an action they premeditatedly planned out of that, just to massage their ego. It has nothing to do with staff, nothing to do with workers, and nothing to do with Nigeria. And so for any organization that is licensed by a government, because I don't think there's any organization in Nigeria that's operating for themselves. We are all licensed by a government, which means there's a national interest to serve. And what they did has nothing to do with national interest. But